Welcome to a new edition of 2-Year-Olds in Training for the Harness Edge. I'm Harold Howe and here with Dave Menary at Stevenson's Training Center in Ontario, of course. Dave, we're going to talk about half a dozen 2-year-olds, but before we begin, he's watching. I talked to you in December and we kind of reviewed the year and so forth. While he was doing some R&R down at Chris Coyle's place in the U.S. And I guess, where are we now and what's the plan?
The plan is, we're pointing him towards the Confederation Cup. He was into Mohawk yesterday, and I plan on going back next Tuesday. 7 days between training, and then probably qualify him 10 days later and go to the Confederation Cup 10 days after that if everything goes perfect.
You just jog him down the road.
Yeah, it's right in our own backyard, so that means a lot. It's a little bit special, and, hopefully we get the year off to a good start.
Okay. 2-year-olds. We've got 2 sets of 3. Let's start out kind of a flashy looking shadow play colt, Investment Blue Chip, 40,000 out of Harrisburg.
This colt's kind of tickled my fancy a little bit from day one. He's probably been my favorite all the way along. He's got all the tools. He looks the part in the barn. He kind of looks the part in the track, and he seems to have the tools. So hopefully he's got the depth.
I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Ganangus Sealster, a Big Jim gelding, 68,000 at a Forest City sale. This is the first crop of Big Jim.
Yeah, this colt, I probably should have gelded him just a little bit sooner, but I kind of hesitated a little bit, and then Dr. Llewellyn was away for a little bit. Since we gelded him, he's really kind of turned the corner again. He's a big colt, and I think, once we start shipping to Mohawk to finish them off, he's really going to blossom. But for a big horse, he's got a lot of speed for a piece.
We have Nail Biter, a Badlands Hanover gelding, 9,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, he's had a real good mare, French Panic here. Couldn't really fault the colt. He's kind of done everything right. From day one. He's maybe not the flashiest colt, but he's never done anything wrong, and so he's right there and can go with any of them.
I get faulted consistently about talking about the weather, but geez, it was a tough winter for you guys, and I'm just curious how you feel in mid-April here about where you want to be and where you are.
Yeah, we didn't miss any miles all winter. It was brutal cold, and I had to give some cold days off. I'm sure everybody did. I'm not big on giving days off, but there's a few days it was too cold to go. I don't think it's really affected my babies. They've got lots of miles in them. We've just started to go 2 trips. All the corks come off now. The tracks come real good, but all winter long, being so cold, and then kind of went through a little bad track spell, and then in the last couple of weeks we got dumped on with a lot of rain. I'm happy with where we're at with my babies, but some of the 3- and 4-year-olds maybe wouldn't mind having an extra week or 2.
Okay, let's go on to the second set. Again, one that caught my eye, Majestic Eva, a Majestic Sun filly for 32,000 out of Forest City.
I would say I'd rather train trotters than pacers, but my owners are pacing guys. This filly's kind of been a sweetheart right from day one. She started off real good, and then she had one female kind of month. Once she got that out of her system, she's just been a sweetheart all winter, and I've actually been more with her than all the pacers. She's just got a good attitude and a good gait, and she does it real easy, and hopefully that can turn into something this summer.
We have Green Light, a Badlands Hanover filly, 16,000 out of Harrisburg.
This is another filly. She's never done anything wrong from day one. She's right there, just plugging away, and very similar to the Badlands colt. The whole group, I think, they're going to start to separate themselves pretty quick. But at the stage we're at right now, I think they should all, be right there. It'll be the next couple of months to start to separate everybody.
And the last one, interesting name, Robocall Hanover, a Dragon Again filly, 52,000 out of Lexington sale.
I love the look of this filly. I love the look at her at the sale when we bought her. She's probably my fastest baby for a quarter of a mile, but she just doesn't always do it when you want her to do it. She's got a little bit of an attitude, so hopefully all the pieces come together.
Great. And I should ask you, too, about Charmed Life. What's her future?
We're pretty excited. I qualified her last week, and it definitely wasn't the nicest day at all. She sort of turned into a stone cold closer. The other day when they're going to the quarter in 31 seconds, you can't be sitting off 8 lengths. So we rolled her up to the front, and she kind of got out there on her own, and she won 59-4, home at 31-1. But that's the kind of day it was. I'll put her in the box, for next Monday, and she's got a full card of stakes this year, and we're pretty excited about it.
Last year, she showed she was a money-making machine when she was left up here, and rather than chasing through the states and so forth. How do you think you'll approach it this year?
I think we're probably going to go a little bit the same route. It's nice when you win 4 in a row at the Open at home. But I think she can compete with any of the top mares in North America. But it's such a tough circuit, and they're all fairly young mares. Nobody's going anywhere. But I think she's right there with them. She's a player. So whether she's racing at home, or she's traveling, on the Grand Circuit, I think she's going to make a good account of herself.
Okay, good stuff. Well, Dave, good luck through the rest of the spring, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot, Harold.
Harold Howe with Dave Menary, 2-year-olds in training.